The former Deputy President, Honorable Gachagua, is set to launch his new political party, which possibly he will going to use as the opposition outfit. And this party will be a very big threat to the UDA party, mostly in the Mount Kenya region. But one thing I want to talk about is that I've really loved what Rigathi Gachagua have proved to Kenyans. You know, for the longest time, Raila Amolo Odinga has been the face of opposition in this country until the ODM party and UDA party decided to form what they say is an MOU, or rather a working formula. But as from what we can see, both ODM and UDA are part of the Kenya Kwanza government. That's why they even called it the broad-based government. There is no doubt about that. And when Raila decided to join the Kenya Kwanza government, most Kenyans, me included, we thought that now that Raila has joined the opposition, has joined the government, Pole, the opposition somehow is dead. But again, the truthful man came out gun blazing and proved to Kenyans that it doesn't have to be Raila Amolo Odinga for opposition to be and to put the government in check. This he has been doing it very well, and now that he's set to launch his own political party, this is a good thing, and we believe that that party will now be the official opposition party. Because when Raila now joined the government, I thought that the senior counsel, a good doctor from Kitui, senior counsel Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, will take up the role of opposition leader. But it seemed that Kalonzo is so much comfortable being a second. You know, this guy is so much comfortable being second to someone. You remember Kalonzo was second to Raila as a running mate for a record 3 times. And now, from how things goes, he's so much comfortable to either be second to Rigathi Gachagua or to Dr. Fred Matiang'i. He doesn't see any problem in that. That's why he doesn't put so much effort in trying to prove himself as a potential presidential candidate. He's always quiet. Maybe he's planning to be the running mate of either of the two. But I want to tell Rigathi Gachagua and his team one thing. When Kenyans say that we need a change, we are looking at a reform solution to this country. We didn't say that we are going to recycle leaders. We didn't say that we are looking for leader to form and reform. We didn't say that we want to see the same faces again and again. We said that we are going to look for the new faces, new ideas, new Kenya, a collective responsibility for all Kenyans. We didn't say that we are going to replace President William Ruto with another President William Ruto's wannabe. Yeah? You cannot play the role of a kingmaker and at the same time you want to be the king. His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, you've decided to become the kingmaker. Forget about being the king. Concentrate on your work of being the kingmaker and make that opposition stronger than what Raila did. Okay? As for presidency, we are not going to make that mistake. We cannot elect, we cannot decide to vote out President William Ruto only to vote in a Ruto wannabe. No, we are not going to do that. We are going for a reform solution to this country. We are going to reform this country. We are going to make this country a better place for everyone. Because the problem facing Kenyans does not choose regions, does not choose tribe. We are going into the 2027 election with an open mind. The time has come that no political leader will come to us and play with our emotions. You won't play with our mind. Okay? Kenyans are woken up. That is why you realize even the youths, and I'm happy with what the youths are doing, the Gen Zs, they are doing a very good job. Okay? When they realize that one of them is trying to betray them, they will kick you and disassociate themselves with that kind of a person. Look at what they did to the likes of Morara Kebasa and Makoure, who turned out to be sellout. Okay? So, Your Excellency Rigiji, as you are going to launch your party, whichever the party it might be, but get it right that in 2027, we are not going to vote out President William Ruto and vote in a President William Ruto's wannabe. No, we are going to vote him a reform team that will reform this country. Yes, we are not going to vote in President William Ruto. Yes, President William Ruto is a one-term president. Yes, Ruto must go, but we are not going to say Ruto must go only to vote in someone who wants to be Ruto. We are not going to vote in because someone has triggered our emotions, because you've come out to convince us that this guy is bad. My friend, you have to tell us the reasons. That's why we say the 2027 general election will be a reform, will be a vote to reform this country. It is not just a vote to send someone home. And this reform will not only concentrate on presidency. We are going to reform this country right from MCA up to the president. When the right time comes, we will prove to Kenyans and we will tell Kenyans what it means to have a reform movement in this country and what it means to reform a country and what it means to take a country to the next step. Not voting in the same politicians, same faces, year in, year out, as Rigathi Gachagua want us to believe. If you look at that team, those who are working with Rigathi Gachagua, they are the same people who served this country during the Moise regime, they served during Kibaki regime, they served during Uhuru Kenyatta's regime, some even served with President William Ruto. Now they've turned up, playing with our emotions, playing with our mind, trying to tell us now they are the angels. My friend, we are not going to do that. We can't buy that. Yes, William Ruto will be a one-term president, but we will not vote in a President William Ruto's wannabe. We are going to vote a reform team that will transform this country for a better place to anyone. We are not going to vote based on tribe. No, tribalism has hit us so hard that we cannot continue to argue based on tribe. We are not going to vote because you told us someone is not right. No, we are going to vote with our emotions, with our mind. We are going to vote merit. We are going to vote ideas. Okay? We are not going to vote someone because he's being seen next to this leader or close to this leader. We are not going to vote bodyguards who, after voting them, they will just be following whoever their party leader. We are going to vote leaders who will say what they mean and mean what they say. Not someone who will say another thing to mean another thing. So, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, Your Excellency, I appreciate the good job you have been doing in this country as the opposition leader. As it is now, you are the official opposition leader. You are doing a very good job. And it is good for us as a country to have opposition leader. And even if we will form the government in 2027, even if this government will come in, the same government will need someone to put it into check. And I think, without any fear of contradiction, that you are going to do a very good job as the opposition leader in 2027. So congratulations as you launch your new party, but know that you cannot play a kingmaker and a king at the same time. Know that we are not going to vote because you've triggered some few emotions here and there. We are going to vote to make our country a better place for every Kenyan. We are going to vote someone who will take this country to the next level as far as development and job opportunities is concerned. We are going to vote someone who will mean well for this country, not someone who will only mean well for his own resources. We are going to vote someone who will put into account millions of youths that are going out there looking for jobs. We are going to vote someone who, when he says, I'm going to do this thing, he will fulfill his promises.